So, hello everybody. Chris Smith, Chair of the Trustees at Central. Those of you that saw the last update when we decided to do the in-person worship again, as promised, we met again with the expiration of Governor Cooper's order this past Friday. We met Monday morning to talk about what that means for Central's worship options going forward. And what it means is, if those of you that saw it, there was no expiration of the order. Basically, he extended the order until the end of July 30th. And so trustees had a really good dynamic conversation about what that means for worship starting this Sunday and going forward.
Yeah, I think the thing that impressed me was the care of the conversation, and everybody wanted to walk all around the issue. And didn't you feel, Luke, like we talked about it? Persons that would be most at risk? And
we did, and we have, our trustees are a great group. We have folks with young children, folks that are retirees, folks that have older parents, and trying to figure out what it looks like for us to stay within the boundaries of what the CDC and the governor are suggesting, but also give some options for folks that want to move forward with our reopening and with our coming together to worship.
That was a good way of saying it. I think the discussion was trying to balance safety for all and options, and trying to have some choice.
And so what we've decided as the trustees is, starting this Sunday, masks are not required of all participants. And one of the clear things that we heard from the trustees is there's a lot of connotations with, no mask means vaccination, mask on means you haven't been vaccinated. And there were a lot of folks on the trustees that choose to wear their mask, and they were willing to say that they had been vaccinated too. And we want to be clear to all the folks at Central that come worship with us that if you feel more comfortable wearing a mask, we encourage you to do that, and there's no judgment placed on that fact.
No.
We ask that if you don't wear a mask, that you do so having been vaccinated, for the safety of those where that's not an option for young children, or to protect some of the other congregation.
So going forward, beginning this Sunday, it'll be mask optional.
Yep.
But I want to reiterate what you said, Chris, because I think it's really important. If you feel more comfortable wearing a mask, that's wonderful. We're all trying to figure this out together, and we want to make sure everybody feels as comfortable as possible.
And I think I want to say to those that haven't ventured out yet, it's taking a while for people to get to. Also, we're finding a lot of people that are our regular attendees are all of a sudden now able to move about and to travel. And because of that, our crowds are not overwhelming.
No,
so I think you can feel a certain comfort level in coming to walk into Central right now and find your place. If you want a little more distance, you're going to be able to find it right now.
And I think for us, it's a real balance of making sure that we're giving folks options who are vaccinated and maybe don't want to wear a mask anymore, but also for folks that can't be vaccinated, like children, asking them to wear a mask, and for other folks that aren't vaccinated for different reasons, asking them to wear a mask too, so we keep everybody as safe as possible.
And in that same vein, the other decision was children's ministry. We are still going to have not only the children in their masks, but also any of the lay leadership volunteers or the church staff that are participating with those children certainly wear their mask during that event.
Yes.
I think the reason for that is, of course, the younger children are not able to see the vaccinations. Plus, if you were going to summer school right now in Buncombe County, you'd be wearing a mask.
That's exactly right. And we believe and think that by the first week of August, when we meet again after this order may expire, we'll have more information about what schools will be doing this fall and what that will look like for children, and maybe even a date of when they can be vaccinated.
So the next trustees meeting is right after the July 30th expiration. I think it's the first week there in August. We're hopeful that not only will we have new guidance from the governor's office, but we'll also know what some of the local private and public school systems are doing, and Central can learn from that and make more informed decisions going forward.
The one thing I like about the spirit of this group is it's almost like they're saying we're on call. If we need to get together, if the data changes or anything, we're going to respond.
Absolutely. And if you hearing this have any questions for us or questions for the trustees, know that we're continuing to work.
And they welcome all of us. We welcome the input.
Yeah, that was one of the clear things at the end of the conversation after we'd had our motion and it had passed to go this route. Feel free to reach out to me as chair of the trustees, any of the other lay leadership that you know is a part of that. Rob and Luke have made it clear that they would welcome any kind of feedback. We want this to be an informed decision, not only from what we're hearing from the CDC and the governor's office, but also, more importantly, frankly, what we're hearing from the folks that come worship at Central with us.
And obviously, I hope this doesn't need to be said, but all of our virtual options, for Sunday school classes, for worship, for our small groups, we're still making that available. Patrick is still working with all of our small group systems, and is still going to be producing content for our children online. So that all that will still be available too.
Thanks for your leadership, Chris.
Of course, and thanks to all the trustees and church staff for being nimble when we need to meet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.